Hey folks, I'm Rob Pranick, Editor-in-Chief here at the Princeton Review. If you've been watching our COVID-19 series, you will know that I'm broadcasting from the safe harbor of my mom's house, and we're taking your questions on the daily from students about issues that they have around repercussions of COVID-19, from admission to testing to financial aid. So today we have some very interesting news that we promised to be talking about from the College Board's most recent announcement about the AP exams that are coming up in May. So here's what you need to know. As we've talked about over the last week and a half of time, the AP exams, College Board as its creator, have moved those exams from 3+ hours to now 45-minute free response question. But the big question that students had in these take-home experiences for their May tests is, will the College Board be using a webcam to monitor students while they were taking the test? The definitive answer that came out just this morning from the College Board was a definitive no. So this is good news for lots of students. But the interesting things continue to roll out from the announcements of the College Board just today. What they also released today was a full list of each of the test administrations for those May exams, starting May 11th and then rolling through the 22nd of May. We have a full list of those dates and those times on the Princeton Review's item description of this in our YouTube and in this YouTube video as well. So you can find the full list of those things directly there. Now you'll remember, if you've been watching this series, that the College Board had announced back in March that they would be giving students the option to take not just one date for the AP exams come May, but 2 dates. And I'm going to read you the direct quote from the College Board that they issued on the 20th of March. Some students may want to take the exam sooner rather than later while the content is still fresh, and others may want more time to practice. For each AP subject, there will be 2 testing dates. Now, what we heard from the College Board today is that is technically still true, but the truth is that every student that is already registered for an AP exam will automatically go directly into 1 testing date. And as I had mentioned, those dates are going to range between May 11th and May 22nd. All the second dates are only going to be for makeup exams, and those dates are going to happen sometime the first week in June. Now, as more information continues to come out from the College Board, and I think this one is more interesting, regarding the length of the exam. Now, as you know and know well, the exams have moved from 3+ hours to the 45-minute free response questions. But what we found out today is that you get an additional 5 minutes to submit your tests, your free response questions, to the College Board. Now, what we're suggesting at the Princeton Review is that you get onto that online platform through the College Board's website at least 30 minutes early to ensure that everything is done properly for you. But questions continue to come up. One of the biggest questions that we've been hearing through our YouTube channel and many other Princeton Review social channels from students taking the May administrations of the exam is, what about accommodations? Now, these are accommodations that students have already been granted by the College Board, and what the College Board's guidance was today was that their accommodations will be honored. So if you're a student and you were granted extra time for the May administration of that test, it's going to also be honored for the May administrations in this at-home environment. So big changes there as well. But far more students were asking this question: what can you actually do in 45 minutes of time on those free response questions to account for the year of study that you've put into this AP work? Now, folks, we are going to grant that it is without question a limited amount of time. But here's the thing. The folks at the College Board know this. So they have limited the free response questions to 1 or 2 questions. Each of those questions are timed separately. The students will get to write and submit those free response questions in that allotted time. So folks, I'm a longtime test prep teacher for the Princeton Review as well as an AP teacher. I have 4,000 teachers and tutors at the Princeton Review as well. Folks, here's the thing. Now, more than ever, you will have to be able to synthesize and analyze the great breadth and depth of knowledge that you have in these subject areas, and to do it quickly, right? You will have to know this material better now more than ever, and to quickly recall it to be able to focus on that exam and get it down on that exam on time. Now, we did get some additional guidance from the College Board just today in regards to content on the AP exams come the May administration. I'm just going to give you a couple of examples. If you're sitting for the AP US History, you're only going to have 1 free response question. If you're sitting for the AP Literature or AP Language exam, you'll be faced with one 45-minute essay. Others, if you're taking the Calculus AB exam or BC exam or any of the other STEM subjects, you'll get faced with a total of 2 questions. Now, the College Board is going to continue specifically for those STEM subjects to give more structure and clarity around that. We'll continuously report that out to you here at the Princeton Review. If you're a student and you're taking AP World Language and Culture exams, there are going to be 2 spoken tests. Now, they're going to be very similar to the free response questions number 3 and 4 that currently exist on that exam. There will be no written responses required for that AP World Language and Culture exam. And folks, that's it. I mean, that is the entire exam. So here is your task. Folks, you must familiarize yourself with the exam format well in advance. You need to spend 0 minutes, and I mean 0 minutes, reading any instructions and figuring out what to do that day. Folks, you literally do not have the seconds to spare on that test day experience. We are going to continue to have information on strategies on that at the Princeton Review on this series over the next month of time. And folks, I can't underscore this enough. As I said before, myself, my many colleagues at the Princeton Review, we are test prep teachers. Many of us teach directly to AP exams. Folks, this is your opportunity. We are here for you, whether it's one of our books, we have AP cram courses, we have AP direct tutoring online. So please do note those resources are there for you, and we're here to help. But let's get back to the real questions that students are asking. And this one, folks, if you're human and you're taking the AP exams in May, you are probably asking this question. It is on the top of everybody's mind. What about cheating, especially with the guidance that we're receiving from the College Board right now, that we will not be using webcams to monitor your experience on those exams. So if you are worried and you are wondering what is going to happen for students that might pay for specific proxies or calling on experts or calling parents or other siblings, folks, we need to take some solace and some guidance from what the College Board is saying in the creation of these questions, in the free response questions for the AP exams. They have said very clearly that these questions are designed to prevent cheating. Additionally, and we talked about this in past videos, they are using a host of digital security services as well as plagiarism detection software. But what we heard today as well from the College Board was that your AP teachers are going to get a full copy of your work sent directly to them so that they can review it for any inconsistencies that might be there. So folks, please understand that we realize that 45 minutes is not a lot of minutes, but folks, the fastest way for you to take this exam is literally for you to take this exam, without question. Now, but we need to address that specter of cheating that many students have hanging over their heads, but also the College Board, the creator of the AP exams, also has hanging over there as well. Now, folks, that's one of the reasons that we had talked about this just yesterday on a similar video. That's one of the reasons that the College Board has created the new AP administrations as Open Book and Open Note. Folks, you can literally look up the answers, but who has time to do that? I know it's not you. So when we think about that, we need to take a moment to also figure out what it means to be Open Book and Open Note, and what it means and really what it doesn't mean. What it doesn't mean, and the College Board has been crystal clear on this fact, is that the College Board says that there can be absolutely no collaboration between students on the exams. This is obvious. Now, there is one exception, however, and it's on the AP Computer Science Principal exam, specifically on the performance task. Now, there's certainly more information on that one exception on the College Board's website. But folks, another great reason to not spend a lot of time looking up specific things from your notes or from your books is that it's simply not likely going to be on the exam. And I have a quote, a guidance quote for you from the College Board. Let's remind ourselves again, these are designed to be at-home tests. So here's the quote from the College Board. Points will not be earned from content that students can find in textbooks or online. So folks, the gathering of that information is going to be of zero reward for you. So the idea you should focus your study on the idea of using your time wisely and being, as we had just said before, able to recall such great breadth and depth of experience that you've already been studying for all year long. Now, additional security measures that came out from the College Board just today. The exams themselves will be given certainly on the same time and date, and this means worldwide, regardless of your time zone. So just to give an example, if you are a student and you are taking the AP Physics C exam as well as AP Latin and you live in Hawaii, you're going to be taking that exam at 6 a.m. If you're living in California, you're going to be taking that exam at 9 a.m. If you're living in New York City at noon, if you're living in Greenwich Mean Time, you're going to be taking it at 4 p.m. But folks, let's just acknowledge, if you live in Hawaii, we're sorry. But the truth is that the College Board is taking this stuff very seriously, locking down security so that they can ensure the integrity that we continuously talk about here for each of those tests. We should also remind ourselves that the AP exams themselves are optional, but cheating on the exams have dire repercussions, right? If you're a high school senior and you're sitting for an AP exam now and you decide to cheat and you're caught, without question, those scores will be invalidated for any student, no matter your year. But if you're a high school senior and already received a college acceptance, that will also likely be rescinded. You can also face expulsion from your own high school. So folks, when we think about this, there are dire circumstances. What we found out today from the College Board as well is that they will be providing on the AP score report, if there's any incident that was amiss from students taking those exams. They're not only going to provide that for the score report for that AP exam, but remember the College Board also creates the SAT. That incident will also be recorded on your SAT scores, that ultimately both of those score reports go to college. So in essence, folks, it is simply not worth it to cheat. The consequences far exceed any of the benefits that you could potentially reap. Now, just another note, as we had said before, the AP exams are optional exams. You guys know that. If you decide to not take the AP exam and you're already registered, that's fine. You can do that. You're not going to be charged. But let's remind ourselves that the folks at the College Board have daily administration online of lessons that you can prepare for the AP exams that are coming up. And this is our business at the Prince to review. I have a host of things that you can do to prepare for these exams. Folks, use us. This is why we are here for you. And whether it's low-cost solutions with books or online tutoring, whatever it might be, please know that this content is our expertise as well. On to scoring. Now, the scoring on the AP exam has long been a 1 to 5 scale. You guys know this. And what we had heard from the College Board is that that score is going to stay exactly the same. What we also heard from College Board today is that the turnaround time to actually score your AP exams will be literally the same as it was last year. So you'll likely receive those scores back in July. Now, the College Board has also underscored that lots and lots of schools have already said that they will honor those scores as well. And then I have another quote for you at the College Board. College Board, we are confident that the vast majority of higher education institutions will award credit and/or placement as they have in the past. Now, folks, we collect information from thousands and thousands of colleges and universities at the Princeton Review. We are hearing that same sentiment. If you would have watched our video just 2 days ago, we talked about the University of California system. That's the entire system of the University of California, which is huge. They have also proactively said at that time that they'll be honoring May 2020 AP scores as well. This one. You may be experiencing the opposite problem, right? You might have been watching these videos or just watching this one for the first time today and say, you know what? That AP exam sounds pretty good. Not the 3+ hour exam, but a 45-minute exam. Sign me up! But the truth is, folks, that the College Board is not taking any more registration for that May 2020 exam. So again, unfortunate for those students. However, if you're probably in the much larger student group that has already registered and received your registration for those May exams, here's the thing. If you want to practice to decide if you actually want to take it or not take it, that practice is available to you. Now, the College Board was very clear today that they are offering at home exam solutions to do just that. We are doing, starting on Monday of next week, live streaming, which we've been doing twice a week now, but it'll be every day moving forward, in addition to my videos here daily, but specific structure and strategy on AP, SAT, ACT, the full gamut of graduate school exams as well. Please do know that we're doing that for you as well. Last, folks, if you are worried about taking the May administration of the AP exams because of a lack of technology or shaky or spotty Wi-Fi, folks, you need to reach out to your teachers or to the College Board directly. We have quoted Mr. Packer before, Trevor Packer from the College Board. Now, he is the Senior Vice President responsible at the College Board for all advanced placement instruction. And I'm going to read you a tweet directly from Mr. Packer. We're investing so that every AP student impacted by COVID-19 has the tools and connectivity they need to review AP content online and take that exam from home. So folks, listen to Mr. Packer. We're encouraging you to do the same thing. Don't let technology stand in your way. And also remember that the College Board is being very liberal about the platforms that you can use to take these exams. Now, we talked about this before. You can take those AP exams on a computer, on a tablet, on a smartphone. You can type it out. You can upload that response. You can literally hand write your responses to those free response questions. Take a picture and send it in for your smartphone. Folks, all of these things, again, I'm Rob Franek. I'm editor-in-chief here at the Princeton Review, bringing you this information on the daily. Folks, if there are other questions that you wish myself and our team to address, please do reach out to us through our YouTube channel or certainly any Princeton Review social channel. Please know that we are here for you. We are cheering you on. Be healthy, be safe, be happy, and do reach out to us if we can be of help. Thanks so much.